Hello.
Hey guys, so if you're anything like me, you probably joined the internet when you were about 10 years old and you signed up for a website like Bebo or MySpace or Live Jasmine. And at that moment, you were confronted by the single hardest decision humanity has ever faced in the history of mankind. What would you like your username to be? Oh! Shit! And being the ignorant little 10-year-old that you probably were, you probably fit into one of two categories.
Yo, send out my first Bebo. I need a proper sweet ass username, innit? I'm gonna be Mr. No Scope, Sexy Prince. Gonna get all that push up.
I'm a cute little princess. My first username was gonna be Cutie Pie Starbucks Gal. I'm gonna look at so many kittens. Oops.
Either you are Mr. Noscope Sexy Prince, i.e. you want to look a bit cool and hip diggity dog, or you are Cutie Pie Starbucks Gal. You want to seem adorable and relatable, but secretly you are just a piece of white trash. It's not racist because I'm white too. Apparently that makes it okay. I don't know, please don't burn my house down. I, for example, used to come under the banner of Mr. Noscope Sexy Prince. My first username on the internet ever was DigiBlue Dude. This is me being DigiBlue Dude. The camera I'm holding is called DigiBlue, and I am the dude. I hate my life. But now I seem to come under the Cutie Pie Starbucks Gal model, i.e. I want to seem adorable and relatable, and everyone can look at me and go, oh my god, Luke is not sexy, I'm not sexy either, we can be not sexy together, I love him. And yes, I'm a piece of white trash who drinks Starbucks and thinks he's adorable. I'm a pretty princess and I'm fucking proud of it, okay? But there's a problem. One of the main things I ever get asked is, Luke, why is your username Luke is not sexy? And this is a question I seem to ask myself about 10 times a day.
So you do like an internet blog or something? That's awesome. What's your username? I want to follow you.
At this point, most hardcore internet people who've grown past the age of 10 usually have some kind of internal mental breakdown because you usually, and probably come into the third category of username idiots, the fandoms. For those of you who don't know, which if you don't know you probably shouldn't be on the internet, I'm sorry, but you're in peril right now. A fandom is a group of people who obsess or are interested in a single thing. For example, the Sherlock fandom, where everyone is obsessed with Sherlock, or the GOAT fandom. I don't know if there is a GOAT fandom, but there should be. And one of the ways that fandoms choose to identify themselves is by setting their username as something to do with their fandom. For example, Sherlock suck my nips, or goats suck my nips. Goats suck my nips, that's disturbing. They don't, by the way. Maybe they do. Maybe goats just come to me in the night and they're like, meh, lift up your nips. Okay, move on. But this system of setting a username to things to identify your fandom usually results in some kind of horrific scenario whereby someone who isn't in a fandom asks you for your username and you just shit yourself. Do you have a Twitter? Can I follow you?
Yeah, my username is John Locke's Hairy Testicle. Yeah, I really feel it expresses who I am inside, you know? Expresses my soul. I am and I always will be John Locke's Hairy Testicle.
Do you have a Tumblr?
Yeah, it's PewDiePie's Gooch.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, PewDiePie, Scooch. Like the bit of skin between the bum hole and...
I know what I don't want to follow you anymore.
Whatever, mate, you're no fun.
PewDiePie!
Do you think you have problems? You try being me. I'm Luke is not sexy. That is not a socially acceptable thing to say, ever. See, when someone asks me to tell them my username, it usually goes one of two ways. Either they agree.
What's your username?
Luke is not sexy?
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, at least you're being honest. Because, I mean, look at you, you're a fucking mess.
Or it goes the other way, and...
What's your username?
Luke is not sexy?
But you are sexy.
I feel violated.
Luke is so sexy, do me.
But if you ever feel like changing your username to something more socially acceptable, just remember one thing. If you're any of these categories, at least you're not in the fourth category. The people who just have their username as their name. The internet allows you to have any username in the world. Be anybody who you want to be. Nobody wants to be themselves. That's just boring. Like in real life, I'm Luke Cutforth, but online, I'm Luke is not sexy, the ambiguous sexual princess. Like, imagine if, like, Emma had a username that was just, come here, Emma. Like,
What?
that was just her name. Like, Imagine if your username was just Emma Blackery. Oh my gosh, you're so boring! Get out of my life! Oh my gosh! I mean, Lucas Not Sexy is a pretty good username for me. I mean, my life is basically just one big derp. I think the only username that would be better for me would be if my username was just the word nope. That would be such a good life. I mean, that and the fact that I basically just nope out of everything. But the moral of the story is whatever you choose your username to be, just make sure it expresses who you really are inside. And if Troiler's Fuck Dungeon is who you really are inside, then that's beautiful and you found yourself. Well done. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel over here, where I will be posting more things. I've got a whole freaking post-it note mountain over here of video ideas, so I'll be posting loads of things. Don't you, just you freaking wait, Mr/Mrs/ambiguous. Yes, gender equality. I'm so good at this. If you want to watch the last video I did, you can click here, and I will see you next week for another video. Goodbye. Have a nice week, Troiler's Fuck Dungeon, and everyone else.